to Memorial Day weekend and a double pay-per-view, or at least pay-per-view and PLE weekend. So to help me break all of that down, coming in from the bullpen, he is the one, the only.
Eddie Cross.
Woo! Double pay-per-view weekend.
It is.
I still call it pay-per-view. I don't care what they say.
I know. I still say pay-per-views.
Yeah.
Even though we don't pay for the view.
We're just old
AEW,
and
but hey,
stuck in our ways.
That's
That's
right.
all.
So,
Man, big show. Not the big show. Well,
no.
this is a big show. It's a huge weekend.
I've met him once.
Did you feel tiny?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. It was backstage at an AEW event. I forget when, but I was with Mark Henry, and we were actually in catering, and he was sitting there, and we just chit chat, nothing.
Yeah.
It was
once
nice.
I was on the elevator at UT with Chris Mem.
Yeah.
Remember him?
Yes.
Yeah, just looking straight up at him.
Oh yeah.
Like, how are we the same species?
Oh, good Lord.
Yeah.
Well, that's that was when the Final Four was in San Antonio. So the Horn was it was Trey Elling and Brad Kellner and me.
Okay.
And they wanted me there because of my Super Bowl experience to get guests. Because they had a Radio Row. And one of the guests, sure enough, the Admiral, David Robinson.
Nice.
He's tall.
A little bit.
He is tall. So
It's like, how do they even accept him into the Navy?
I don't know.
Like, you're not going to be a pilot. You're just air traffic control at the best. I mean, you can't even fit behind the desk to control all the planes and drones and stuff.
I mean, he came out of the Naval Academy, so
Yeah.
I guess,
You just skipped all that, I guess.
So let's go in chronological order. Let's start with Saturday. WWE King and Queen of the Ring. This Saturday, 1 p.m. Eastern, noon Central. It will be on Peacock from the Jeddah Superdome in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. So
Just
the
lunch and wrestling.
the latest cash grab by WWE. So, as of right now, and I say right now, just after 7:30 p.m. Central on Tuesday, May 21st. As of right now, there are a grand total of 5 matches. That's it. And that's counting the finals for King and Queen of the Ring.
Is there going to be a countdown show? I mean, there's going to be a countdown show.
I assume there will be
Is there
a
going to be
countdown
anything on
show.
it?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
It's kind of. I'm trying to think. Did they do one on WrestleMania
They did a countdown show outside.
or Backlash?
Backlash, I think, might have been from the studio.
Yeah, but it's probably going to be the same thing with King and Queen of the Ring.
Yeah.
They usually do it from the Stanford studios when they're overseas. So, anyway, so the card. Let's start with. There's 3 title matches. First, you have the triple threat match. Sami Zayn defending against Bronson Reed and Chad Gable. Sami Zayn defending the Intercontinental Championship. We have seen in the last few weeks Chad Gable getting nasty to his Alpha Academy compatriots.
The crowd's even giving him the Kurt Angle treatment.
Oh, they are. They are.
Yeah.
In droves. It's wonderful. Monday night, last night on Raw, you had Sami Zayn, Chad Gable. Sami Zayn looked like he was going to win it after much cajoling. Otis finally interferes.
After Tozawa and Maxine wouldn't.
Yeah, and then Gable gets the win, but Otis did not like it. And in fact, you had the shot where he goes in the locker room and apologizes to Sammy. And Sammy basically tells him, look, I know what this is like. having someone at the head that is manipulating you,
pulling you one way while your heart goes the other.
Yeah. And so I get the feeling that Otis will cost Chad Gable the match. I think Sammy's going to retain.
See, I need it to be the other way. I need Otis to make up his mind and go headfirst into the heel turn.
No, I don't want Otis as a heel.
Yeah.
Why does everybody want everybody to be heel?
No, just like Sammy did with the Bloodline.
Why does everybody want everybody to be heel? Every time you turn around, let's just make him heel. No,
because he's not doing anything as a good guy.
There is such a thing as good guys in the world.
He's not doing anything as a good guy.
But he's still entertaining. He is a whole lot more entertaining as a good guy than he is a bad guy.
He needs a full-on Mark Henry Hall of Pain turn.
Not. He does not.
Yes.
He's not that kind of guy.
Or a Big Bill under the learning tree type of bodyguard. He needs to do the bodyguard route.
Otis needs to, once and for all, thrash Chad Gable. We'll have the blow-off match later, but have him,
tell you what, I'll give you the conflicted bodyguard.
No.
How about that?
No.
Where you drag out the turn against Chad Gable for a little bit longer.
No.
Yeah, he helps him out.
No.
Still feels bad about it.
No, I think
and finally
I think Otis
I
think Otis turns away from the dark side.
That's too soon. That's AEW booking.
No, it's not.
Too quick.
No, it's not.
It's too quick.
No, AEW booking. He would go for about a month and then we'd forget about it for 6 months. Anyway, I'm saying I'm still going to say Sami Zayn retains. I don't know, and that's the thing, because I don't know how Bronson Reed, fits into that. I don't think he takes the pin. I think it'll be Sammy pins Chad Gable, thanks to Otis. I think that's possible.
See, I think Otis plays into it, but Chad needs to walk away with this belt, or there is nothing to his character anymore. Basically. If you don't actually turn the page,
too soon to change the belts.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
Sammy doesn't need it. He'll be fine.
Yeah. Who do you? So you want Chad Gable?
I'm saying Chad Gable because all this build up, you can't Shinsuke Nakamura him against Seth Rollins, and all this build up and constant.
Which, by the way, I got the latest betting odds from Bet Online. There is betting odds. Yes, there are.
I believe it.
I get them for. A good friend, Jimmy Shapiro, one of my Super Bowl PR guys, he sends me these for every pay-per-view PLE. Right now, Sami Zayn is the favorite at minus 250. Chad Gable's plus 175. Bronson Reed at plus 1,200.
So I think 175 is not bad.
So,
but if you don't do anything with Chad Gable right now, then you're just basically frying this whole stable in his character.
I think you could come back to him.
What you do now?
Yeah.
You let him get the belt. You let him beat Chris Jericho with Otis behind him.
Jericho? He can't beat Chris Jericho.
No.
Chris Jericho's in AEW.
I'm talking Chris Jericho with the with Big Bill behind him. You let them let Chad Gable plays the Jericho. Otis plays the Big Bill.
They did that already. Actually, they did that already.
Yes, with and then you have him eventually turn and then fight Gable for the IC title. And then Sammy's still around somewhere.
For the Women's World title, Becky Lynch defending against Liv Morgan. This one feels like the most, if you had to pick one of the three, this feels like the most likely to see a title change.
So this is the one I was going to say was too soon to change.
And I will tell you, the betting odds, Becky Lynch is at a minus 175, Liv Morgan plus 135.
Yeah, that's pretty close.
So money is, money falling a little bit on Becky's side, but,
not by much.
Like I said, and this one feels like, I don't see a title changing hands this Saturday. But if you had to have one, I would say this is the one. But Becky's going to retain. That's just going to be.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot more to this Liv Morgan revenge tour, And I think it's too soon to put the icing on the cake.
Yeah, I think so. Plus, I'll be honest. I'm listening to Liv Morgan's promo last night when she was, going back and forth with Becky. And I suddenly just got this, please just end this. I did not enjoy, it wasn't, I don't know, there just wasn't anything to it.
Like that one Tiffany Stratton promo in NXT that time when they let her go on way too long.
Yeah, but
Tiffany,
that was, she was a rookie. She's gotten better.
Yeah.
It was a sliver of what I usually feel with Jay White. When Jay White gets the mic, I turn the channel. I really do. I like Jay White. I think he's a fantastic wrestler. But he is more long-winded than a Southern Baptist preacher on Sunday. It's just on and on and on. It's like, for the love of God, shut up.
I'm still upset it's not Shayna Baszler in that role, getting a push.
Shayna Baszler does a fine promo.
Yeah.
Hers are short.
She's a full package.
Yeah. By the way, congratulations, Shayna Baszler, Zoe Stark, win the Fatal 4-Way. They're the number one contenders for the women's tag titles.
Yeah.
So that'll be, we'll see when that happens.
Have you heard the rumors?
About?
Bianca.
What about her?
And baby Bianca?
Oh, that she might be pregnant?
Yeah.
I've heard, yes. I think I saw something.
Like apparently Montez posted something about being the father of 3.
Yeah.
When they only have 2.
Yeah, that's what it was. I'll believe when they actually officially announce it.
Yeah, I'm like, if so, those tag titles are cursed.
Yeah. Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah.
Cody Rhodes defending the undisputed WWE Championship against Logan Paul, who is the United States Champion. At first, this was supposed to be title for title. And then we had that weird segment on Friday night where Logan Paul has his attorney there and he's got his own contract, and now it's just the WWE titles on the line, not the U.S. title.
The weird thing is when it was first announced, they didn't say it was title for title. It was just title versus title, but not both titles on the line.
Well, no, they actually they did reference it. They mentioned
the first night?
Yes, I remember.
Did they? Okay, I missed that.
But it was just, and it wasn't so much that they decided not to put the U.S. title, because if they did, it was going to be a schmozz. There was going to be a DQ or something. It wasn't going to be a clean finish.
Because there's no way he's not taking that U.S. title into Cleveland for SummerSlam.
Right.
It's got to be in the contract.
But it just, I don't know. That segment was clunky, and Cody did the best he could with it, but it was, I don't know. It felt like,
I felt like it was made to be that way on purpose, just to give it something interesting, an interesting angle to that whole signing.
But that's the problem. It wasn't interesting. It felt like it was it was just, I don't know. There's just something missing.
Hey, not everyone bats 1,000. It just feels like that they did that on purpose to give something behind that signing. Otherwise, it's just a very blah signing. Not much build up. No animosity between the two, really. So they did that to just kind of give it some kind of and it just went kind of
animosity is just Logan Paul's.
Logan Paul, yeah.
Logan Paul's an asshole.
I hate him,
Yeah.
But no, it feels like they did that on purpose, and it just kind of came out like a wet fart.
Cody's coming out of there as champ.
Yeah.
That's
it'll be a good match, actually.
I think this one had
I even hate saying that.
Had the biggest split. Yes. Cody minus 2,500.
Yeah.
Logan Paul plus 800. Yeah, Cody's winning.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That was never really done.
Okay, so let's talk King and Queen of the Ring. Let's start with Queen of the Ring. I think the upset of the tournament, Lyra Valkyria defeating Io Sky.
Yeah.
That was a big one.
I didn't see that coming, especially after that package they just played.
I don't
for
think
Io.
anybody saw that one coming.
Yeah.
I don't think Lyra saw it coming. She looked shocked. Now, she's fantastic. And look, I will be honest. I am a Lyra Valkyria fan. I enjoyed her in NXT. She had a great run as NXT Women's Champion.
I think her name's a bit much, but other than that, yeah.
It's I like the music. I don't know. There's something about her I just really like. She is a fantastic performer, and I'm okay with not seeing Io Sky.
Yeah,
maybe could play into
a little bit overrated.
Maybe Damage Control splits up finally. I don't know.
That's too soon. No.
We'll see. Anyway, so Lyra Valkyria will be in the finals. We will find out on Friday night if she will be facing Bianca Belair, one half of the Women's Tag Team Champions, or Nia Jax. If I were a betting man, because they've been playing, the last 2 weeks they've been playing up Bianca's knee, I would say this is the week the knee finally gives out and Nia gets the win.
Agreed.
It will be Lyra versus Nia. I'll be honest. I want to see Lyra Valkyria as Queen of the Ring.
I think it's a bit quick.
Why is it quick?
The King of the Ring or the Queen of the Ring is to push mid-carders to the top of the card. Lyra literally just got there. The only personality she's shown is that she's a friend of Becky's. Just the same reason they couldn't put the title on Cody his first year. They need some time to grow her character and get people to care about her.
But I think
the fact that she beat
this
Io,
is the way to do that.
I don't think you
really
use it
do.
to make them care. I think you use it to take someone that you care about and push them to the stratosphere.
I mean, possibly. It would not surprise me at all if Lyra loses. Yeah. But I don't know. Maybe I'm just also, like I said, I'm a fan of her, so I'd like to see her win. So
also,
I'm gonna pick her.
You really got to do something with Nia. She could not just be like the biggest woman in the division and always be a jobber.
So are you gonna say Nia ends up Queen of the Ring?
Queen Nia, yes.
All right.
And now she finally has something on her resume. She's also on like one of the best runs of her career, but she's still randomly losing to women half her size.
Yeah,
and it makes no sense.
Well, yeah.
And now you're gonna drop her out to a rookie? Come on.
You got King of the Ring finals. Gunther gets the win over Jey Uso. So he will face either Randy Orton or Tama Tonga.
I wish that would have been a little bloodier.
One half of the Gorillas of Destiny, the former 7-time IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Champions. Gunther versus either Randy Orton or Tama Tonga.
It's got to be Randy.
I would say it's Randy.
Yeah.
I don't know how they make that happen because, it feels like they want to make the Bloodline invincible again.
Mm-hmm.
But
I'll give you 2 words.
Somehow Tama needs to take the L.
I'll give you 2 words. Jimmy Uso.
So Uso comes back and costs
Tonga. So he doesn't lose anything.
That's not a bad idea.
And then you give the Prince what he wants, which is Randy and Gunther in the main event.
Yeah.
Well, not the main event, but you know what I mean.
I think Gunther will end up with the crown.
Agreed.
But
and also that's a bigger crown for him beating Randy.
Yeah.
It's a bigger event for Saudi Arabia, Randy versus Gunther. And if they do it right, they can kick off the Bloodline Civil War for the summer. I think they missed a chance.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah, they missed a chance Monday. They could have had, say, Tangaloa come in and somehow cost Jay the match against Gunther. Distract him just a little bit, just enough or something like that.
No, because I think they want to save that. We had enough.
Yeah, not a full-on attack, just a distraction.
But see, we had that with Jimmy, distracting Jay.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're past that now. Now it's got to be. They got to build towards the whatever Bloodline Civil War, whatever you call it. So I like the idea. And it's Gunther. You don't.
Yeah, he doesn't need it.
He doesn't. You don't help him with a win by distraction.
Yeah.
It's Gunther.
He's already got a guy for that anyway.
And he's already got a guy, right?
Yeah.
So anyway, that's King and Queen of the Ring this Saturday, 1 p.m. Eastern, noon Central, on Peacock, coming to you from Jeddah, Saudi Arabia.
Hopefully they add some
SmackDown will be
matches.
there the night before or the day before.
Yeah, hopefully they add some matches on SmackDown.
I got a feeling this one's going to stay up. They might add one. I could see one, but I mean, Backlash was only 6 matches.
Yeah.
I think Triple H wants shorter. Yeah, that's how he always did the NXT
Shorter events
shows.
or shorter matches?
Shorter events.
Oh, okay.
That's how he did the NXT ones. The NXT ones always stayed 5.
Yeah, but
5
this is Saudi
matches.
Arabia. You gotta kiss the ring a little bit.
Well, but
Got to put on a huge show.
you don't. I don't think. I mean, you can have.
What would be left?
I don't know.
Maybe some. Wait, you know what's missing? You know who's missing from
Well,
this?
it had to be. It would have to be something on Friday night, which will be in Saudi Arabia.
No, you know who's completely missing from this whole thing?
Who?
The Judgment Day.
You're right, but we've
got-
already passed Raw, so you're not gonna have Damian defend the title.
No.
Finn and JD lost to Awesome Truth.
True.
Uh,
Well, maybe we'll get a
Dom's hurt.
tag team match with A-Town Down Under. Maybe. Isn't there some?
Maybe.
Wait, isn't there a tag team title match on Friday?
I have to look. I don't remember.
Okay.
You could see A-Town Down Under with a tag title defense, but that's probably going to be
Oh,
Friday
but you know,
night
I think it's
on SmackDown.
Traveling back from Saudi Arabia to wherever they are Monday. It's probably going to be pretty hard for the Raw guys.
Yes,
So
that's
they're probably
true.
leaving them off for that.
Yeah, so
They are people after all.
did you know Braun Strowman has not been in a televised match in over a year?
Just a year? I thought it'd been longer.
Well, that ends next week.
Nice.
He gets to face J.D. McDonough, that walking Funko Pop.
Oh. Man.
Somebody let J.D. McDonough's next of kin know.
Yeah, who did he piss off?
I don't know.
Good Lord.
I don't know. I hope Braun looks good. I hope he does well.
I mean, physically he looks like in the best shape of his life.
Looks fantastic.
I mean, good Lord. He'll,
Yeah.
Oh.
But yeah, that's
He's going to get treated worse than Braun Breaker did that Level Up guy.
that was bad. That was bad. Also, WWE has been doing a lot of international stuff. And this summer they're heading to the land of the rising sun.
Oh.
Announced that they will do 3 shows in Japan. July 25th at Edion Arena in Osaka, and then July 26th, 27th at Ryogoku Hall in Tokyo.
So a house show, a SmackDown, and a pay-per-view?
No, I think they're
All house shows?
I think they're all house shows.
Okay.
I believe they're all house shows. Let's see. 25. Well, one of them could be a SmackDown because July 26th is a Friday.
All right.
So it's possible.
That'd be cool.
That would be interesting. But yeah, head over there. By the way, they're in Japan. Viewers can see them on Abema, which is the platform for Pro Wrestling Noah and DDT Pro.
Okay.
Interesting little synergy there.
Are they still interested in buying a promotion to become NXT Japan?
I don't think so. I don't think so. Now they are doing. There's Julia, who has been she's been like a huge star with Stardom.
Oh yeah, she's been in the crowd a couple times.
Yeah. Well, there is a new women's promotion started by someone that used to work for Stardom, and apparently, at least the reports are, there might be some alliance because Julia is also set to report to the Performance Center soon.
I think I saw those belts online. What's it called?
Now she just suffered a wrist injury, like a wrist fracture.
Oh.
It's called Marigold, and it was their first event, and she suffered a wrist fracture. There is hope she will be back in time for NXT Heatwave, which will be in July in Toronto, because that's probably where she's going to debut, or at least soon, right around there. So we'll see. But yeah, WWE heading Japan in July. So So let's switch to AEW on Sunday.
Thank goodness. Love Sunday shows.
On Sunday, AEW Double or Nothing. 5 years after the premiere of AEW Double or Nothing, back where it all started at the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas, Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. And just like the last two, whether you're in the United States or elsewhere, you can get it multiple platforms, Bleacher Report, Triller TV, PBV.com, and more. As of right now, as I say that again, at 8 p.m. Central on Tuesday, May 21st. As of right now, there are 8 matches.
That's more.
Now, unlike King and Queen of the Ring, I can almost guarantee we will have more matches. You got Dynamite tomorrow night. You got Rampage on Friday night. You got Collision on Saturday night, and Collision is in Las Vegas. So I'm sure there will be more matches. But here are the matches as of right now. Orange Cassidy taking on Trent Beretta. Trent Beretta tried to put out a challenge. I think it was on Collision. Wanted to challenge Orange Cassidy to a straight-up wrestling match, which it's like, well, aren't all the matches supposed to be straight-up wrestling? Unless it's otherwise stipulated.
Well, it's like having hardcore matches in ECW. Aren't they all supposed to be hardcore?
For some reason, I'm leaning Trent. I don't know why.
Same. Because he needs it. There's no point in doing these things if you're just going to keep pushing the same guys over and over and never having new stars to challenge and take their place in case of something
well,
happens.
It's not so much that. Or
it's got to be challenging.
It's not just not so much that. We've seen the last few weeks where Orange Cassidy ends up walking after a match, walking back to the back with Don Callis.
Mm-hmm.
And look, it's kind of like what I said with Otis. Do not turn Orange Cassidy heel. Don't even think it.
No.
But
there needs to be some kind of conflict in his head.
I guess.
He needs to
and maybe that's maybe he'll see the light, but
maybe if Don Callis is going to be the devil on his shoulder, who would be the angel?
Statlander and
but she's got Stokely.
Rocky. Yeah.
Rocky, maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
Give him something
maybe.
going on.
Anyway, I think Trent's going to get the win on this one.
Agreed.
Yeah. In a championship eliminator match, Jon Moxley, the IWGP World Heavyweight Champion, taking on Konosuke Takeshita. I think Takeshita is an absolute star, but there's nothing to say why he's getting this match other than the fact he's Japanese.
That's to say, AEW booking, they just throw matches together. There's no reason behind it.
So for that reason, I'm picking Mox.
And this thing is going to be a half hour with no build up.
They usually are.
And it's going to be a 30-40 minute match.
And look, let me say this. I know you hate the long matches. I'll say this. But most of them.
Well, a lot of them don't need to be that long. Okay.
I'll say this. Look, it was a clip from, I think it was yesterday's Wrestling Observer Live with Brian Alvarez, Mike Sempervive. Of course, I have Sempervive on the show all the time. And they were talking about how basically there's no reason to care about certain things in AEW. Mm-hmm. It was kind of like what Pac had that promo about make me feel something, make me care. And that felt like, fans telling Tony Khan, make me feel something, make me care. Mm-hmm. Because a lot of, there's a chunk of Dynamite and Rampage and Collision where it's kind of like, okay. They're great matches.
Yeah.
And the pay-per-view is going to have that's the thing. When he puts pay-per-view together, the pay-per-view matches are always fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, they might run a little long, but they're still fantastic. But I don't know. There's just there's something not there.
It's like I can fast forward through 3/4 of the match and still not miss a thing.
Yeah,
You know?
that's the thing. Yeah, exactly. So
I'm like, yes, they are great wrestlers, but give me more of the other half of it because they also have to be great characters that I care about.
give stories.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I get
It's a soap opera.
Who you picking, Mox or Takeshita?
Moxley never loses, man.
Yeah,
Come on.
go Mox. For the international championship, that's the other thing, and this is the other thing. It's been said 1,000 times. There are way too many belts in AEW.
See, I don't mind that part
I do.
because otherwise there's no reason for half the matches that they have.
Yeah, but that's the thing. There's too many belts, so they kind of become just white noise.
Well, if you think about it, you got the world title.
Yeah, the world. TNT,
You got the TNT, which is the TV title.
international.
You got the international,
Continental.
which is the Intercontinental US. So that's about that's
There's
pretty much
4
WWE.
singles- there's 4 singles titles right there,
That's about the same thing you have in
plus
WWE.
tag titles, plus trios titles.
Yeah. The problem comes when you throw in the FCW, which is like a hardcore title.
Right.
So really, it's really on par with the WWE. They just split them up into shows.
But see that
different
in
shows.
there's
And
the
they were
problem.
supposed to do that with Dynamite and Collision.
They didn't.
They just and the same thing WWE does when they forego the draft, and everyone just ends up doing whatever they're doing anyway. So people say there's too many titles. I'm like, it's basically the same. But
At
give me a
least
women's mid card title
they're
in WWE like they have in AEW.
They're doing a better job of keeping the Ring of Honor titles sequestered.
Yeah, that was too many.
You'll see, you see Kyle Fletcher once in a while. He's the Ring of Honor World Television Champion.
Bullet Club
I
Gold.
got a feeling you'll see Mark Briscoe, who's the Ring of Honor World Champion. You see, of course, Mike Bennett, Matt Taven, who are the Ring of Honor Tag Team title
yeah,
champions.
yeah.
But you don't see them defending those titles.
Right.
You know.
And Bullet Club Gold. And if they just kept all
Well,
those,
but Bullet Club Gold has
Both
they're,
of them.
they're basically the unified
yeah.
trio. So,
But if they just
basically
kept
there is
all those
no-
silver titles to Rampage, like I've been saying for 3 years now, make it the Ring of Honor show, it'd be great.
if Warner Brothers Discovery will like that.
Just don't tell them.
Ah.
It'll get the same ratings.
Anyway, for the international title, Roderick Strong defending against Will Ospreay. Now this is
This might steal the show.
this is going to be a fantastic match. Oh, it'll be a fantastic match.
Yeah.
But it's weird. I think because a lot of people expected Will Ospreay to go after the world title at Wembley, at All In.
Right.
But now you're going to have him go after the international title.
See, it's
You're not going to have him. I mean, I'm picking Will.
Yeah.
You know,
But to me, it has the same feel of Mercedes going for the TBS title, Cody not winning the first WrestleMania. It's like, let it breathe. There's time. You don't have to put him to the top right away. Let it build up. Let
Well,
other people still
okay.
have characters that they're doing stuff with.
But here's the difference. Here's a little bit of the difference. So, you know, Cody not winning the title the first time, which I kind of, I was still pissed about it.
Yeah, but in the long run, it turned out to be the right decision.
At least there, it's the WWE bubble.
Mm-hmm.
So you're not, you don't usually acknowledge somebody's career
Yeah.
before
Outside of WWE, yeah.
This is AEW. This is totally different.
Mm-hmm.
They are in a relationship with New Japan Pro Wrestling. We know Will Ospreay's record in New Japan Pro Wrestling. He's a former world champion.
Mm-hmm.
So, yes, him signing with AEW, he's still a major star.
Look, if the Rainmaker's not going to get the title immediately, then Will Ospreay shouldn't get the title.
But he did get a title immediately.
A title.
You got the Continental title.
And Will Ospreay's going to get the international title.
Which that could be.
And then you'll
that's-
still have homegrown AEW
yeah.
talent with the world title. And now you have more huge stars at the top instead of just getting it thrown all in one guy as soon as he gets there. Let it breathe. That's what I'm saying with AEW booking. Just all immediately give me the dream matchup we want. I'm like, no, let it breathe. Let it build.
So you're picking Will as well?
Oh, yeah. I'm picking Will Ospreay. But by the way, can I say that
I like Will Ospreay.
it's
by the
great
way.
that I finally care when I see Roderick Strong on TV. When a
See,
long
that's the
time
thing.
ago,
I don't. And I like Rod. Roddy's the first wrestler to ever land in my lap. So, I like Roddy.
that's a little never mind. But A long time ago, MJF came on screen and just called him, said, "Hey, what's happening, generic white guy?" And I about fell out of my chair because that's the way I felt about Rod Strong. He was just a face.
He was just there.
Now actually care about his character and seeing him on screen and what he's going to do. And now it's Kyle O'Reilly that's just the generic white guy. Like, he just shows up out of nowhere, but I'm like, why do I care? He's Kyle O'Reilly. Yep. Yeah. Why do I care now?
In a barbed wire steel cage match, Adam Copeland defending the TNT Championship against Malachi Black.
Well, that's going to be fun. But Adam's
it's going
to
be crazy. It's going to be, bloody. You think Copeland's coming out of there?
Yeah.
Something I don't know why, but I'm torn. I'm torn by both of them.
Yeah, it feels like if Copeland doesn't win, then the thing with the House of Black just kind of goes away. But if he does win, and Malachi Black is still chasing him a little bit, you can stretch this out a little bit longer.
See, but and that's and it's another look. They're they do the thing where you get misted, it turns you to the dark side, and it's like it's like we've seen this story 2 or 3 times already. It's like, why do I want to see it with Adam Copeland?
But see, Copeland's already had his dark side. He's embraced his dark side, so it won't change him.
I suppose. I mean, I guess I'm gonna go with Adam Copeland.
Is the Brood music still copyrighted?
Yes.
Dang. Well, they can come up with something similar.
That would be awesome. I'm gonna go with Adam Copeland, but this is one of those where it would not shock me in the least if Malachi Black ends up with the title.
Yeah, but then what do you do with Copeland after that? That's my question. I'm like,
I don't know.
Feels like the story has more that you could do with it.
Timeless Toni Storm defending the AEW Women's World Title against Serena Deeb.
It's got to be Toni.
I like Serena Deeb. I really do. She's she's a great technician in the ring.
Yeah.
She's nice. She's very nice. I actually met her last year at the Colorful Alley Club.
Yeah.
She was wonderful.
I
like her. I think she'd be a fantastic champion, but
just has no
Toni
personality either.
They've got this thing going with Toni Storm, and I guess they're going to let it roll.
Yeah, I think you have to.
1 week she's a babyface, 1 week she's a heel. We got to make up our minds. Let's put her on one side or the other, please.
I like the fact that she's all over the place.
Have you seen the talk about Toni Storm? I think it was actually at the Revolution press conference that I was at, where she referenced Wendy Richter.
Ooh.
And apparently, the rumblings started going. Well, apparently Wendy Richter is under a WWE Legends contract.
Okay.
So she would have to get permission. Now, Rob Van Dam is under a Legends contract, but he has gotten permission to show up on AEW. So I guess it could happen. I think Wendy Richter said, "Hey, you pay me enough, I'll show up."
Doesn't she have to be like around 60 by now?
Easily. Justin and I met her. Yeah. It was the 2017 Professional Wrestling Hall of Fame induction. She was there. So we got to chat with her and get a picture with her.
I'm 46.
Yeah.
And she was big in the mid-80s? Mid-late 80s? By about the time I was 10.
Early to mid.
That would put her at least 15 years older than me.
Yeah. Yeah, she's in her 60s.
Yeah, we don't need any more Mae Young issues.
All right, and then we have what they are billing it as a triple main event. Excuse me. Blah. Easy for me to say. Triple main event. You have Willow Nightingale defending the TBS title against Mercedes Moné. I fully believe they are going to put the title on Mercedes, just because, she's the giant star. I also think it's going to be her getting her win back from dropping the New Japan Strong Women's title to Willow
after she
got hurt. When she got hurt,
was it knee or ankle? What was
ankle.
It? Yeah.
I really wish they would keep the title on Willow. I really do. I'll be honest. this Mercedes debut on AEW, after the initial big thing in Boston and everything, it has not been good. Now, part of that
it hasn't been anything.
Part of that is she hasn't been in the ring.
Yeah.
This will be her first time in the ring in AEW.
Like, why didn't she have a qualifiers match or just something?
That's the thing. It's
well, it's not like we're worried about whether or not she can wrestle.
right.
Right.
So
it's just like
I am not looking forward to her as TBS champion. I get a very strong Roman Reigns show up every couple months vibe.
Well, that's because she hasn't done much yet.
Maybe that's it. Maybe it'll change.
Yeah. I'm just wondering if she's going to have anyone come out to kind of second her.
Well,
to
there's
make Willow look a little stronger in a loss.
There's been some rumbling about maybe Chris Statlander turning on Willow.
That'll work.
Which
maybe Stokely goes with Stat and Mercedes. And leaves Willow behind. Yeah. So that would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
I think Mercedes and Stokely would be comedy gold.
Oh God, that would be funny.
Yeah.
For the AEW World Championship, Swerve Strickland defending against the man at the head of the patriarchy, Christian Cage.
I think they've done a good job with this build-up.
It's been okay. I mean,
better than some of the other stuff they've done.
Kind of doing. They're doing the. I'm gonna take everything from you.
It's like there's a reason behind why Christian is there.
Swerve's sins in front of him, all
there's
that good stuff.
Yeah.
It hadn't been bad.
It's like the Elite chose Christian because Swerve came out against them.
Swerve's winning. Swerve's keeping the title.
Yeah.
You
actually have a reason for the Mogul Embassy to be on TV.
True.
That helps.
True. Yeah.
You bringing back that whole thing where he attacked what's his name at his home gym?
Nick Wayne.
Yes. Yeah. So there's a lot that you're tying in.
There is.
It's maybe some of the best stuff that they've done.
Like
story-wise.
Okay, sure.
Like it makes more sense than so many other things that they've done.
I know. I guess I don't know. There's something,
and the fact that it can be one of their own quote unquote homegrown guys holding onto the belt for this will also be great.
That's true too. I guess I'm just there's something. I don't know. I can't put my finger on it, but there's something missing. I don't know. Anyway, so you're saying Swerve too?
I think it's when Swerve. Yeah, I'm saying Swerve. When Swerve was going against Joe, and he had more of the back and forth with the attacks and the bloody chain stuff. Swerve hasn't gone over on his side as much in this one, but that's just going to make him a bigger babyface.
And then the Anarchy in the Arena. You have Matthew and Nicholas Jackson, the AEW World Tag Team Champions, the Continental Champion Kazuchika Okada, and Jack Perry, the Elite, taking on FTR, Bryan Danielson, and Darby Allin.
See, this is one of those where they didn't give me enough build-up. Like, why does Bryan Danielson care?
That is an interesting one.
Darby Allin, I can get. FTR.
Well, and that's a fill-in for
Eddie Kingston.
Which
they didn't
by
play
the
up
way,
the Okada thing enough.
Torn ACL, torn meniscus.
Oh my god.
For Eddie, and a broken leg, so he is out for at least the rest of 2024.
Oh, dude, he's gonna be huge by the time that heals.
Man,
he's gonna have to work his ass off.
I mean, he's money every time you see him on the screen. So
maybe he can do some managing for a while or something.
Yes,
he's great on the mic still.
Adding Bryan Danielson to this
out of nowhere.
feels a little out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Now, if you are one of those that reads all of the wrestling websites and everything, you know how much Bryan is involved in the
booking.
Not just booking. He's on their disciplinary committee. He does this. He's one of the guys in AEW. He's one of the guys Tony turns to.
So he just pulled a rock and threw himself in here?
I don't know. I guess.
I know he's on his kind of farewell tour, or at least full-time farewell tour.
It is that will
So I just
probably I could see end in London.
Yeah,
at All In.
And so he just wanted to throw himself into some fun stuff before
Maybe.
he goes. But just give me a reason why.
I'll be honest, I don't know where to go on this one because it feels like a story that can't go much longer.
Yeah. And I think I need the Elite to win this.
That means it would have to go a little bit longer. But I don't know.
But
I don't know how much. I don't know if it's.
I think FTR is fine.
So you got so let's look at the calendar here for.
Okay.
So after this, you got Forbidden Door next month, which is AEW New Japan.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to think. What
They haven't
July
announced anything
is.
for that, have they?
Huh?
They haven't announced anything for that yet, have they?
No.
Okay.
Trying to remember if there's a. Is that no Wrestle Dream's not until the fall.
Yeah.
I think that's it until.
All In.
Until All In and All Out. Oh well. I gotta be honest. I'm leaning towards the Elite. I think there is a way. They can't carry this to All Out, All In, All Out. They can't. I don't. This.
Nah, I don't think
It doesn't have. It doesn't have enough with it to go that long. You're not going to do the whole summer of this.
No.
I could
Especially with the Darby and Danielson just being thrown in, it doesn't make as much sense for them to win. And go over.
It doesn't.
You brought Jack Perry back. You got Okada. You got to look strong. Also, you're running the company with EVPs. They got to find some way to kind of put their thumb on the scale.
True.
And that doing it in the arena too, just maybe having some other random people show up and help out, would make it all that much more interesting.
Okay, there is no pay-per-view between Forbidden Door and All In.
Okay.
So I don't think you would do it at all at Forbidden Door. So it would have to be, unless you do a special Dynamite.
I was gonna say they do
with a Fight for the Fallen or Fighter Fest.
Yeah, they do make their Dynamites randomly just big shows, which I still like. So
just like in December, Winter is Coming, which is usually in Garland.
Yeah, they've already done the one at the U.S. Open. Right?
I tell you what, just for sake of, I'm gonna say Team AEW, just for the sake of being different.
Oh yeah, we've been in lockstep the whole time. Yeah. That's no fun.
You're going to say Elite. So that is Double or Nothing coming up this Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central.
By the way, can I just say how great it is that AEW has lasted 5 years? It's been some crap in the last 5 years. And for them to have made it through the pandemic
all the
empty arena shows.
It hadn't been crap.
No.
We're not talking WCW in 2000.
No. I don't mean the company's been crap. I mean the
some,
world has been crap.
Right.
Yeah. We've all been through a lot of crap in the last 5 years. And for as many businesses and restaurants and companies that we know of that have gone under, for them to still be here, still getting top-notch talent, still putting on great shows.
About to get an increase in their TV revenues from Warner Brothers Discovery.
First off,
especially now that Turner's not going to have the NBA.
Yeah, kudos to them for even still being here for 5 years.
Yeah.
And by the way, people, let's stop comparing them to WWE. That's like a grandkid fighting against his
and that's the thing. It's what's supposed to be. Yeah. It's not supposed to be like WWE.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be different now.
Yeah, everyone compares the ratings and stuff. I'm like,
there are times
they're separate, completely different products.
When they do things that's kind of like, well, but remember, they are supposed to be the alternative.
Yeah, and they've been around 5 years to WWE's 50. That's like a grandson and a grandkid fighting.
Yes.
Come on. It's not going to be the same.
Yes.
You don't compare them. They're completely different products.
It is.
Enjoy it for what it is, and be glad that it's still around.
It is okay to like all wrestling.
Yeah.
Like TNA. Like
MLW.
Yes.
New Japan.
Like them all. Love the indies.
Tastes great, less filling. Why not both?
Exactly. Couple of the notes for AEW. First of all, they have announced the path to All In. This is kind of like the road to WrestleMania.
Okay.
Path to All In, which is going to bring AEW Collision for 5 weeks, July 20th, July 27th, August 1st, August 10th, August 17th. They're going to be at the Esports Stadium, Arlington.
Stu's going to use up some
formerly known as the
days.
Arlington Convention Center. Plus, they're bringing Ring of Honor Death Before Dishonor there. So that's coming up. I think the tickets go on sale. Actually, I can look here.
I like that they're getting it out of the way before college football season.
Tickets go on sale. Pre-sale starts June 4th, 10 a.m. Central. And then general admission tickets June 6th at 10 a.m. Central.
So they're just going to put up all the wrestlers there for a month, or what's going to? How are they doing that?
Well, I mean, they still got, this is Collision, so they still got to go to Dynamites.
Oh yeah.
You know, but yeah, they're going to be. Now, why they decided to do Arlington?
That's a great question.
For 5 weeks,
Are we going to get lots of Von Erichs?
It would not surprise me in the least. See Ross and Marshall.
Yeah.
I mean,
back in what, Bernie,
you're talking what? NFL preseason doesn't start till August.
August 1st.
So,
yeah. My Bears and the Texans Hall of Fame game.
There you go. So yeah, but yeah, that's it. It's interesting. So, but hey, why not? So yeah, make your plans to see AEW Collision in Arlington coming up in July and August.
Yeah, maybe check out some training camp at the same time.
And Ring of Honor Death Before Dishonor.
Yeah.
So, also they have announced, so after All In on Sunday, August 25th, they have All Out.
Day after my birthday.
6 days after mine. They have All Out. All Out originally scheduled for Sunday, September 1st. They have decided to push it 6 days. So it will now be on Saturday, September 7th, still at the Now Arena in Hoffman Estates, right outside Chicago. It was Fightful that reported it first. They said the thinking was they want a little bit of time separation between All In and All Out. They don't want to do All In and then All Out back to back.
I agree with that.
Which, yeah, that was weird last year. So at least you got, you got a couple weeks in between them. So All Out now on Saturday, September 7th in Chicago. So make your plans accordingly.
Yeah, I like that better.
Yeah.